I hate when I spend my time doing something and it does not come out the way it's supposed to. I can't tell what's wrong with the lashes. Like, I can't tell what the issue is, but there's an issue. Like, there's definitely an issue, but I just can't tell.
And with her dad going, she and her mom really struggled with the bills and maintaining the house, you know, because the man said provide, but the man
hold on, I think I got it.
And whatnot. And so they
hold on, I think we got it.
Roommate Gloria stayed in this house at 1100 block of Las Cruces Lane in Wichita Falls. It was November 21st of 2021. And they're going stir crazy after all the COVID and whatnot and just being locked up in that house.
It's this one right here. But I'm scared if I pull it. Yeah, see, it's gonna pull the ones next to it. And I really don't want to take this stuff off. OMG. Oh, I think I scooted it over. I did. Okay. Now let's see. Skip. I just watched one of the most interesting podcast episodes in a little minute. I'm watching this podcast. It's called Sisters Who Kill. It's about not so much serial killers, but just like women who have been convicted or found guilty of murdering somebody. And so far the episode's been chill. I haven't started all the way from the bottom because I just found out about them. But the one I just listened to was almost an hour long. Usually they only be like 30 minutes. It was really good. It was about this lady. Hold on, y'all, pause. This lady, she had been getting like abused and mistreated since she was like 4 years old by her mom. Random men that her mom was having come over for money. Started sending the men in her daughter's room, and she created personalities in her head throughout her life to kind of protect her from these kind of situations. So childhood friend Wanda, who's like the violent, bout it, reckless one. A little girl who's like 8 years old, who just wants to like color and play outside, and a sensible one who's like rational and whatever, and like a couple other ones. But eventually she like kills somebody, but it's not her, it's the personality Wanda. And it's like a whole thing about sending her to a mental hospital, and then she gets out and something else happens, and just about like her rehabilitation, her life, and then sentencing and trial and jail and mental hospital, and then her life afterwards. It was super duper interesting. A really good episode. I want to like rip these off and ball them up. But I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go do something else. And I'm gonna leave it. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna decide on these nails. We're gonna decide on these nails. Hopefully this glue is good. Oh yeah, it looks good. Phew. All right, first things first. Shoot, it don't stand up. Okay. First things first, wipe off this counter. Got nail glue on the counter. But yeah, that episode was really interesting. And apparently dissociative identity disorder did not become recognized as an actual mental illness, something that people actually have, until 1980 or 1981. And she was like put on trial during this time where her multiple personalities, and not necessarily got off for it, but instead of going to jail, they sent her to like a mental institution in 1979 before it was even recognized as a real thing. And apparently she's the only woman in the state of Florida to actually get off or be found not guilty of a crime due to dissociative identity disorder, which I thought was interesting. especially being that this happened before it was even recognized as a thing, and now that it has been recognized, people who are like pleading insanity because of that disorder have still been found guilty. Whether it's because they may have been faking it, or they really have it and the jury and the judge don't believe they have it, or whatever the case is. She's the only woman in the state of Florida to get away with that. Not to get away, but you know. So I thought that was interesting too. Yeah, it's just crazy how the mind works. Very, 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 very crazy and interesting how the mind works. There is a book that I read, actually. There's a book that I read, and it's called Before She Knew Him. Spoiler for the end of the book. Spoiler. But at the end, you realize that the villain, the murderer, the dude next door, he don't have a brother. He has a split personality. He don't have a brother. The brother is him, another version of him. So that was a nice twist for that book. What I didn't understand is how his wife didn't know that he didn't have a brother. I don't understand how his wife didn't know that. Because she's like interacted. So I don't know if they were like meant to be like twins or whatever. Like, you've never even seen a picture of your husband and his brother together. How is that possible? I have to go back and read it. I can't really remember how it was explained or set up, but I did have questions about that when I got to it. And I'm like, wait, his wife didn't, I don't know. But yeah, that was crazy. And they were like completely polar opposite people. I mean, not necessarily. The regular dude was a murderer. Like, he was killing people. But the brother was like reckless with it. Like, he was real meticulous and particular and covering his tracks, and the brother was just like, I'm gonna do whatever I want, even at the expense of you possibly getting caught. And he was more like sinister. He was more like, oh, I'm doing this for a good reason. And he was more like, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. So that was interesting. Yeah, anyway, I need to moisturize my hair. So, oops. Oh, right, this reminded me, that was a sign. This falling in the sink was a sign, because I was about to do something else when I'm supposed to be picking out my nails. So let's stay focused. That ADHD. We can either go with these, or we can go with these. These are also French tip, but they have a lighter base, which I prefer to that pink. And some of them have different little things on them. But I don't know if I even have enough to do both my hands. I also need more of these. Oh my gosh. What time is it? I also need more of these eye patches. It's only 6:30. I need more of these. I think I literally only have one set left. Yeah, that's correct. So I'm gonna save these for the night before I go back to work. Unless I get some more before then I'll use them, but I need to get some more of those. Let's see, we got 2 thumbs. I think I said this in my other video, but I seen this girl create a press-on nail graveyard, and it was so cute. She literally just took, like, when you run out of a whole set of press-ons, she just puts them like in a box or whatever, a little container, and then literally she takes ones that are about the same length and shape, mix and match them, and she just creates her own sets, like mixing and matching the leftover nails. And I thought that was so cute. So that's why I've been holding on to all my leftover nails, because I plan on doing that. So shout out to that girl whoever she was, wherever she's at. Okay, we got 2 thumbs. So far so good. Yeah, if I can find all these, well, we're not gonna do that. Let's see what this finger is supposed to be. It's kind of giving, that's a little thick for a pinky, but we'll see.